time. Let me know if you can hear me. I got my mic on. Hopefully you can hear me. Hey!
My thing didn't start yet.
Hi, guys. Hi, Billy.
There it is.
Hi, Carol. Can you guys hear me? Hi, Cammie. Turn the volume down, hun, so I can't hear that. Hi, Lauren. Thanks, Lauren. Are you guys ready for some G&G today? Instead of a live chat, we're doing a live. That'll be fun. I'm going to let a few people get in here before I begin because I do have a couple announcements to make I wasn't expecting to make. So I figured a few things out last night when I started getting some text messages or messages from people, emails and things. Come on in, guys. It's what, 6 o'clock, 6:01, right on time. I hope everybody's doing good. Are you ready for spring? Because that's what we're doing today. We're going to be making some spring things. I made a whole ton of demolds. So if you miss this or you have to leave, I have another video coming up in 2 weeks showing how I made all the ones I will be showing you today. Because they're going to be completely different than what I'm going to do today. And then the ones I make today, I will be finishing on a video. And that video will go out in probably 2 weeks. But if you're a member of my channel, that means you'll get to see the actual pictures of them completed probably tomorrow or the next day, because members only get all the pictures of everything that I have done 2 weeks prior to the video hitting. So if you want to see them, it's $1.99, smallest one to be a member. All my members get the exact same perks. It's just how much you want to donate to the channel to keep me rolling. Hello, everyone. Hi, Denise and Barbara and Cheryl. So Barbara is on today. We have fixed her to show up as a moderator. She has discount codes that you have to use. And the problem with that is normally you can use my normal discount codes or the ones that they give me for the specific lives. However, those were the messages I was getting yesterday. A lot of people's discount codes weren't working. I didn't know why. I went into Amazon last night, tried to purchase something with the discount code because I buy silicone on a weekly basis with the discount code. And it didn't work. So, unfortunately, Let's Resin is still on vacation. They had a 2-week break. Most of China did for the last 2 weeks. They have spring festivals or something going on. So they are not in the office today. Yesterday, I think they don't come back in till the 24th. So I think what happened is on Amazon, where they give the discount code, Amazon cancels those codes after 9 months. You can only use them 9 months. Let's Resin has to make new discount codes for me every 9 months. Unfortunately, it's a lot of work on my end because 2 weeks worth of videos and all the links I have already prepared have to be changed. So I did send them a message to change the discount codes again, if that's the problem. If not, they'll fix it when they come back in. So the discount codes that Barbara is putting into the chat today, use those for the next several days if you're buying from Let's Resin, because those are the only ones that may work for the next several days until they get back into the office. I think it was Resin. Ask Barbara what the discount codes were. Resin Tool.
What are the discount codes, Barbara?
And Resin. I don't know if she put them up there. I can't remember. I forgot to write them down. But Barbara's going to be putting the discount codes up. So if you want to shop, make sure you use the codes that we're putting in. It's also in the description box. So all the codes for tonight's live are underneath the products that I'm using. So make sure you use those for the next, I think, 3 days. They're at least good for 3 days, and then we'll worry about the normal codes after that. I think that's it. We're going to do bookmarks today. I did them one way already, like I said, and we're going to do them a separate way. So we're going to kind of highlight their mica powders tonight, their 64 count alcohol inks. We got a UV resin project to do. So we got all kinds of things to do. If you guys are ready, we got over 300 in here. So I'm going to say let's go. If you miss some of it, you can always back up. If you have a question, make sure you put it in all caps lock. Oh, that's, he just put that in. All caps lock if you have a question so they can see it. If it's going too fast, type it in again. We are not ignoring you for any reason. They just might miss it because sometimes the chat goes by fast.
Well, like now.
We have a couple giveaways. Again, I forgot to confirm these with them before they went on vacation. So I'm taking it upon myself we usually give away 3 things on my channel, 6 things on the Amazon Live. So we're going to give away 2 of the Bookmark molds and 1 of the UV Resin Project mold today. I'm sure they will be fine with that. I'm probably almost positive that's what they would have said anyway. So we will be giving 3 of them away tonight. So it's pretty simple. I will give the rules when we're ready in case we have some new people. If you guys have not been live with me, welcome in. Have fun, chit chat with everybody. I'm going to switch my screen around and put you on the table and get you situated nicely. I can't adjust my camera. Let me put my hair back. But hopefully I will be able to keep everything in shot. So are these not the gorgeous colors? So I am using Micas today for the bookmark molds, and I'll be using, because I want to keep it spring themed, and I'm not going to be using like flowers or anything today because you'll see them done later. I'm just going to be using the colors in spring colors, and I figured the 64 count has the pastels in there. So for me, that would be spring. Of course, the 64 count has the metallics in there, all of the normal colors, and then you've got all of the pastels in there. So the 64 count is the one. If you have never bought their alcohol inks, get that one because it has everything that they offer. You can't buy the metallic separate. You can't buy the pastels separate yet, but we are begging them to do that so we can buy them separately. But the first one we're going to do is the bookmark molds, and these come in as a set. So you're going to get these rectangular ones, these rounder ones, and then these really, really thin ones. So all 3. How thick are these? Oh gosh, probably 1/4 of an inch, I would say. Let me have that thing over there and I will measure it for you. Give me just a second. Let's see if I can measure this. It is, yep, it's about 1/4 of an inch thick. So yeah, keep that in mind if you are giving them away. They also come with a package full of tassels. So you're going to get those in the package. So we were going to give 2 of those away. These don't hold much. It does not say on the mold, which is crazy because normally Let's Resin always has them on the molds. These do not have them on the molds. I can tell you when I did a pre-recorded one that you're going to see in 2 weeks, I mixed up 100 milliliters, which is just over 3 ounces, and I did a lot of these, a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I overmixed, but today I'm going to make a little bit more than that because we're going to fill up most of them with all of these colors. I've already put the micas in, so I'm going to go over the colors I chose. I've also taken out these 2 because these make everything look pretty. These are like foil flakes. They're already broken up for you. This is Pot of Gold and this is Silver Bells, both in the eBay store. I'm going to use that instead of mixing up the normal foil because I just like them better. Now, this one is called Rose Red. I've already mixed like alcohol in them, but it dried up, so I'm going to mix it again. We're going to use fuchsia. This way you can see a whole bunch of their colors. This says red. It looks more orange, but it says red. And then this says orange, which does look orange. We're going to use lemon, slate blue, which is gorgeous. Love that color. This one is really pretty too. Pearl purple. I just picked out the things that looked like spring to me. This is purple blue. It's like a color shift. This one is just purple. Cyan, just like that new pigment paste they came out with. Sky blue. And we've got spring green. And then, of course, I pulled out all of the alcohol inks that are pastel. What I forgot to do a lot of times, because they're using like I don't know, some kind of a something in here, and they do clog up the tips if you didn't use them for a while. So just make sure they're all open. I will worry about doing that if they don't work. I need to get some gloves on. I forgot to grab my gloves before I start working with this. I'm going to mix up 4 ounces, I think. That should be plenty. And like I said, we're only going to fill them halfway, and I'll show you why when I show you the ones I've already done, because I want them to cure overnight. You could do UV resin in these as well. I mean, it will take a lot of UV resin. I don't know if that's really cost effective because they are quite large. These are 5 1/4 inches long by 1 inch wide. So that's a lot of UV resin, but they are see-through enough that they would cure with UV resin. So I know a lot of people don't do epoxy and they only do UV resin. So you could definitely do these. I am going to take, well, we'll do that when it's mixing. So I'm going to move all these colors. Now that I told you what they are, let me get them off my table so we can, I don't have as much room in the screen as I normally do. So I don't want to clog it up with anything. Welcome if you guys are just coming in. I see a lot more people in here. I'm just going to mix up, let me move these. They're normal 1-to-1 epoxy. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to get it debubbled while it's clear, and I'm going to stir really slowly so I don't incorporate bubbles. I just don't want to put 12 little cups into the little bubble remover. So I'm going to do 2 ounces of A and 2 ounces of B, and I'm going to mix it with my hand mixer for 4 minutes. And then we'll get it all debubbled. So this is a good time if you have questions, because I'll be not doing a whole lot while I mix it. But read in your comments. Let's see, 2 ounces of A. And this might be more than I actually need. I'll probably be able to pour all of them about half full with that. And I'm literally, I don't have a plan. I'm just going to mix colors because, well, 1, 5, 10. I kind of wanted to mix the colors together into 2. You know what I mean? I didn't really want to, I don't need a big one. Let me just give it a little one here. I didn't really want to just do one color in one, so I'll probably be adding, let me just put this on. This has an AI. So if you've never been to a live sponsored by one of the companies, generally I try to explain everything that I'm using as if you've never seen it before. So I'm sorry if you've heard me a million times, but this is their hand mixer. It has the AI function and it's counting down 4 minutes for me. I'm just kind of working it around the bottom and the sides of the cup, even though you do need to scrape the sides and the bottom when you're done. And then once we get this all mixed, it's going to go into their little bubble remover for 5 minutes. We'll get all the bubbles out, and then I'm going to mix up the colors. And while it's in there getting the bubbles out, I'm going to respray some alcohol into those colors because they did dry up on me waiting. So that just, even if you put too much alcohol when you're doing that, if you want to get your colors dissolved, it's okay because the alcohol is just going to evaporate. It's going to come to the surface of your resin and it's going to evaporate no matter what. So it's okay. Just try not to put too much if you can. Get a little dripper bottle like I have, or a little squeeze bottle to make it easier on yourself. This will slow down at the 2 minute mark. And it'll go like half speed for the last 2 minutes. Yeah. I don't know if we need to do 4 minutes, but I always do 4 minutes no matter how much I'm mixing. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes when I'm mixing 1 ounce, I don't stir it by hand for 4 minutes because you could see when it's cleared up. So I'm just going to take some colors and just kind of blend them together. Fill them halfway. We're going to let those cure. And like I said, in an upcoming video, we will finish them. So you can see the whole process.
Can you make a mold out of an eraser?
Can you make a mold out? Sure, why not? Sure, you can make a mold out. It won't be shiny. It'll be matte. If I'm thinking about the eraser that like they used to have in school, those long.
That's what I'm thinking.
You need something with a flat surface so you can mold it. Everything that you mold is going to need a flat surface or you won't be able to mold it.
Did they make a clear polyurethane?
No, they don't make a clear polyurethane. The only one Let's Resin has is the white one. They don't even have black yet, but I think they were working on it. It's just not ready. So now, yeah, if you have suggestions for them or you want to see them change, put that in the comments because they will go back and watch this and read your comments because they like to have your suggestions to see where us people who use the product, what we are looking for, what we want. And I'm sure that they take it all into consideration when they're coming up with new stuff. So I've got 1 more minute left here. Hello, everyone. I'm just going to try to read my phone. See if there's anything. Put black polyurethane. Okay, yep. The other thing that I would like to see them do is sell their colors individually. So we can just get our favorite color if we wanted it and not have to buy a whole set. I would also love to see them sell these pastels individually because I'm going to run out of those way before I'm going to run out of 64 colors.
Does it matter if you pour the A or the B first?
It doesn't matter if you pour the A or the B first. They're going to tell you pour B first and then A. Honestly, I pour whatever is closest to me first and I don't even pay attention and I've never had an issue. So this is going to beep after it's finished. I just shut it off, but I'm going to turn it back on so I can kind of get that resin off of my stir stick. I'm going to lay this over on the drip mat so it could drip overnight and cure so I don't have to worry about it. Once it gets a couple of layers of dried resin on it, that's when I use my knife and I take it off. It comes off really easily. All right, I'm going to just grab a stir stick, scrape my sides and my bottom. But it looks pretty good. And while this is in the debubbler, I'm going to go ahead and resaturate those micas.
Can you use just a regular household mixer with 1 beater?
Oh, wow. I don't know. 1 beater. Those things are huge. I would say try it, but I don't know how you're going to clean something like that. It's metal. The resin will be on there forever if you don't clean it really good right away. Okay, let me move these. I don't need those. I'm just going to put, this is their debubbler. It's got the dome lid. You just stick your cup inside, shut the dome, press the button 1 time to turn it on and 1 time to start 5 minutes. And then the pressure is going to build. You can see the pressure on the display. It's just going to run for 5 minutes. If you need more time because you're mixing more resin, turn it to the right. It'll add 30 seconds at a time. Turn it to the left and it will decrease. You could push the button and hold it in if you want to cancel it for any reason. If it's going to bubble over, you could like press it quickly. It'll just release a little bit of pressure and then start up again. There's a lot of features on this cute little thing.
Can I use deep pour resin for small molds?
You can use deep pour resin. It's just going to take a ton of time to cure. Hey, hon, can you go grab my cup? My throat's dry and I can't talk. So while this is doing that, I've got alcohol in a little bottle right here. I'm just going to resaturate all these just to get them.
What's your favorite color?
Huh? Thank you.
What's your favorite color that's close to skin color? Oh, that's
Well, it depends what color your skin is. I mean, there's millions of colors of skin out there, so I don't know.
Is it the golden opal?
Sorry, guys, I needed a drink.
No, I'm not sure.
My throat is dry. So I'm just going to saturate these. Squirt a little bit into each cup again. Mix it up, and then we're going to disperse them into each one, that 4 ounces. And then I really don't have a plan. I just know I'm going to use the colors. So the plan is just use the colors. And we're going
made a paste out of a skin tone. Do you remember what the skin tone color was?
I made a paste out of a skin tone. Oh, that was called wheat. Wheat is the color, and that was, I can't find the link for that anymore. It was from Temu was selling it individually, but now I cannot get it anymore. But there's a lot of colors that are similar to that on the market right now. You can use buttercream. I don't know if Let's Resins. I don't know. I didn't pull one out to be prepared to tell you which one from their kit would work.
Where did you get the squirt bottle for your alcohol?
Well, somebody actually bought that for me, so I don't know where you can buy these. But it's just a little squirt bottle, probably anywhere.
Which debubbler is that?
This is the Let's Resin debug. Everything I'm using today is from Let's Resin since they've sponsored this video. So everything I'm using is theirs. Almost everything. Not everything, but all the equipment for sure.
Can you use acetone to clean the tools?
No, use alcohol to clean your tools. Yeah, you don't want to be messing around with the acetone. Alcohol, you can use 91%. You can use, actually my cleaning alcohol, I take my 99%, and to make it go farther, I put it in a spray bottle and then I water it down to about 70%. So I'm not using my 99% to clean my tools.
When you use the mixer, did it add a lot of bubbles?
It does add bubbles. Make sure you keep your mixer underneath your resin. If you're pulling it out all the time, it's going to add even more bubbles. But that's what the debubbler is for. Or if you're going to pour something thin and you don't have a debubbler, get a heat gun. You can heat gun them out. You can get a lighter of them out. But when you're talking deeper molds, normal deep molds, you really can't get them out very easily without having something like this. This has got 1 minute left. Oh, and I want these two as well for the gold and the silver. I don't want much, but I do like to have a touch of gold and silver and clear resin. And I'm going to add 30 seconds to this. Well, it just added a minute, but I can cancel it because it's not quite finished yet. So you can see through the dome and see where it's kind of at. And go from there if you need to add. I could always cancel it if it's finished before that. So their epoxy resin has 40 minutes to work with it, so it's not going to hurt anything by adding an extra minute or two to your debubbler. Now this is only 4 ounces. If you had more in here, it may take a little bit longer. But this is doing a really good job on the 4 ounces. You just split it into cups that can fit into here, or take their time, take their turn if you have too much. You just don't want it too deep, and you don't want it more than half of a cup full, because if it has pigments in them, they can bubble over very easily, or glitter, or whatever you're putting in. Typically, I always put my color in, always before I put it in a bubble remover. But because I'm doing 12 colors, and I'm not putting 12 of them in here, this is the only reason I'm not putting my color in first. So when this is finished, I'm just going to let it run. It's got 30 seconds left. It's pretty much done. It's going to turn off by itself. It's going to allow the air to escape by itself. You don't need to do anything except let it count back down to 0 for the pressure. Then the lid will come right off. Until then, you're not going to be able to get the lid off. But it's pretty much done. It's gotten all those bubbles out. It's just got the surface bubbles that's normal. You're always going to have surface bubbles when you remove it from any kind of bubble remover. And you can just spritz those with alcohol. It's not a big deal. Okay, it just shut off. It's releasing the air. I don't need that big stick anymore, I don't think. And then I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way. That looks stupendous. Okay, we got 0. I'm just going to pop it out. Look at that. It's beautiful and clear. Oops. Oh, I didn't lose much. Okay, I just want to move this bubble remover off of my table so we have a little space to work with. And I'm going to try not to keep you guys all night. But you know how I get with UV resin, right? I am going to try so hard to get this to split 14 ways. So I just want a little bit into each one. And then we'll stir them all up. I'll add more if we have extra. But I'm literally doing 1/4 of an ounce. Just so you can get the gist of each of these colors. Now, like I said, there's 60 colors in the set. I clearly can't do 60 colors in one night. And I'm going to do some of the alcohol inks too. Then this is going to be silver and gold, which I want more of than the color because I want it to be in more than a couple of them. It always makes them look much fancier. Let me grab my spatula, scrape. Now, when you scrape, you're adding bubbles, but it should be okay. I mean, bookmarks are very thin, and they will rise to the surface much easier than if it was another mold. So I'm just going to scrape it all out. And get this wiped down because I don't want my resin.
Pamela Piper wants to know, can Don do a live with you once?
He can if he wants to, but he's usually working the computer for me. I think he did do a live with me once, and he did the silicone mold live. You can still go back and watch it on my live portion of my channel. And he shows you how to make molds, and we talked about all the different silicones and what they're used for. I'm going to try to not stir like I just did, because I just forgot I took the bubbles out. So I'm going to try to stir very gently. That's really pretty. Look at that color. I don't know if you could see it. It's got blue and pink hints. Really pretty. I've never met a mica powder I don't like. Put it that way. This is the red one that looks actually like a burnt orange.
Oh, she can't mention that.
All right, that one. See, I wanted to do this prior so you didn't have to watch, but there's really nothing I can do. I needed the resin. So we're just gonna have to be patient. I think I'll do like, I don't know, 2 colors in each bookmark. Again, I only want the bookmarks half full because I may be, in some of them, I may be putting some Cricut cutouts.
Can you spritz molds with alcohol before pouring to help the bubbles?
Oh yeah. I mean, you must be new to my channel because I do that on every single...
That is...
Yeah, I spritz alcohol to avoid bubble. That really helps with the bubbles getting lodged into the corners or on 90-degree angles. That one's really pretty too. It's 2 colors. Oh yeah, you see, I go through a lot of alcohol in this house. I use it to spritz them after I pour. I use it to spritz it before I pour. I use it for cleaning. I use it to dissolve my micas. I use it a lot. This one's pretty too. They're all pretty. Like I said, I've never met a mica I didn't like. I just want to get them all mixed. Did I do, let's see, yellow one.
What are the paste you were using? Are you using any paste?
I'm not using paste today. I'm using the pastel alcohol inks today.
What's the pink color?
Oh gosh. That one? That's the fuchsia. That's the fuchsia. They have other kits. You don't have to buy all 60. But if you want all their colors, definitely get the 60. This is a cyan. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that color. And then this is the blue.
What?
And then the spring green, and then they'll all be mixed. Then I'll get my gold and silver out.
For what, my headache?
And then we'll start pouring.
Hey, no, I just forgot.
Trying hard to not get bubbles. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. They're really shallow. All right, those are all mixed. Now I'm going to put these little shards in my clear. Not many. You don't need much. And that'll make it look so beautiful.
Can you,
Can I what?
Can you spritz with alcohol if you're using UV resin and not epoxy?
I think so. I never do that because I just get a lighter and pop my bubbles. I don't use alcohol with UV resin, but I'm not the best. If you are in the chat and you know the answer to that, help answer some of these questions that I can't answer, because I don't do UV resin enough. But when I do UV resin, I pop bubbles with a lighter. I don't pop them with alcohol. I don't see why they wouldn't pop. But the surface, I mean, generally when you're doing UV resin, it's a small, tiny little mold. And when you're spraying alcohol, it sprays out pretty far. So probably another reason why I don't do that. All right, so let's just move these and get our molds. And we're just going to try to keep colors that kind of go nicely together. And see how many we could do. I'll do this and then move it out of the way. And here, let me get my alcohol. So I think let's start with, let's say we'll do 2 per, I guess. I don't know what colors go together. That's the thing. Pink and purple, red and orange. We'll do these 2 and we'll do those 2.
Are you adding 2 colors together?
Yeah, I'm going to try and see. Let's just spritz all of these. And I do want to put some of this at the top just to make it pretty. And we'll do the 2 reds. And again, I'm trying to keep them half full. You can do more of one. There's really no set rules when you're doing something like this. And then I'm going to take a dotting tool.
Do you know if they sell a smaller version of the curved spatula?
Smaller than these curved spatulas? I don't think so. I think this is it. I'm going to add a little bit more. I only need enough space to put in a decal and then a top coat. So then I'm just going to run up and down, and it's going to move and blend. That looks kind of cool. Okay, let's do the gold, the top, some blue, and you can lay whatever you want in these. You could lay some flowers in. Like I said, I've already done that, and you'll see them here in a little while. And they look absolutely stunning. I'm just going to join them together. And let that sit. So we may be able to do all of these because, like I said, I mixed up more than I did last time. So let's do red, orange, and yellow. Here's some red from the last one. Do some orange. Well, this is not orange. It's actually called red, but it looks orange. And then let's use some of the yellow. Let's try to get rid of some of these.
Have you ever used heat to curve UV resin in an oven?
No, I've never done that. I've never tried, never even thought of doing something like that to UV resin. Now you could take your dotting tool and go all the way around to stop bubbles from forming too. I don't think I did this one, so let me do that one.
Which set of inks is that?
This is the 64 count. Everything that I'm using is linked in the description box for you already with the correct discount codes. So make sure you use those codes for the next 3 days, no matter what you purchase, when you purchase it on Amazon. Now, if you're in the UK or Australia or Canada, you have separate codes. You could use these codes, but you have to be used in Amazon US. What did I do? Yellow. Let's do some yellow. Let's just kind of do something like this. Yellow, orange, and do a little bit of pink that's left. I'm making it up on the fly, you guys. I didn't have a plan. So we'll see how the fly goes. I had a plan for my reveals, of course, but I do not have a plan for the live, because live never goes the way I want. Well, most of the time it does, but let's just get these. We're going to get it all the way around. I'm just going to mix them together. And I think I could use a little bit more in this one. It's not quite half full. I don't need that much space. Let's just use up the yellow. Remix. Let's add a little bit of this fuchsia in there. Or not, yeah, is this the fuchsia? I think so. I don't remember now that I took all the bottles away. Cool. Okay, let's do another. Let's do, oops, let's get that out of there.
This is an Amazon platform, right?
No, this is my platform.
Oh, okay.
You guys can discuss whatever you want to discuss, well, within reason.
Oh, this is Michelle's platform.
This is my channel. This is not Amazon. So we're good to go. All right. Let's do blue and purple. See what that looks like.
Do you ever put the gold in the middle?
I can if you want to. You want to give me suggestions? I'm happy to do it. That's all the fun of being live. I've gotten some great suggestions on lives before that I would have not thought of. But yeah, I could do that. I'm just going to blend. Let me move this one out of the way and we'll get the other one. I still got 5 colors and... Oh no, I got some colors over there too.
So that means we can cut.
So... let me just spritz those and get this one out. All right, you want those in the middle? We'll do that in the middle. Do some clear, some cyan. How about this green? That'll go good. Very pretty. Always go around those edges if you remember. Sometimes I don't think I did on all of them, but
Oh, I see it.
looks like flames, huh? That looks cool. We could do a gold one in the center.
You're using tonight color shifting.
I think 2 of them were. Let me look at the bottles real quick. I think the slate blue one is, and the pearl purple. I think those 2. Oh, purple blue is. I think the purple blue is as well. Okay, let's do this one.
Cayenne, silver, and lavender.
And the purple. And I'll do this one. You know what, you guys? I didn't save any clear for my alcohol inks. So maybe I will have to use my clear with the alcohol inks with the you know, the sparkle in there. So let's do the last 4 colors. I'm just gonna do this. Oh no, I got more than 4 left, but we're going to do this. And purple will look good in there. Because I want to be able to drip some inks today. That looks cool. I like those colors together. And let's do some pink. Get rid of all these colors. Now, mica powder will do whatever mica powder wants to do. There's not a whole lot.
Can you use gold to bottom of one?
On the bottom? Well, I'm going to be using that for the alcohol inks because I totally forgot about the alcohol inks. So I need to use those so I could drip some inks. Let's do, I've got a couple more to fill up these, and then I got those skinnier ones. So let's just finish this. See how many, I did 4 ounces, you guys. I've already done 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be number 9. So you could do almost all half full with 4 ounces. Let's just put blocks of color in since it's my leftovers. See what that looks like. Got them stacking up over here. Let's do the blue. And the orange. I'll put a little orange up here. See what that does. Go around the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can always take your heat gun if you want to and move your colors around. But because I forgot to keep some clear for my alcohol inks, I'm going to do that in here. So let's just fill up one of these with the gold one. May not look so hot tomorrow because, like I said, we got the gold in here. I didn't plan on that. And then we could do one really skinny one with the silver. Let's get that in a mold here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I didn't even look at the screen. Let's do a silver. This one I do kind of want to fill up because I don't really need, I'm not going to be putting any wording on this. It's just too thin for me to be doing that. I don't like to be messing around with my Cricut and really, really thin words. It's very hard to weed. So that one's going to be full. Let me get these off my bench. And we will use the inks. Give me just a second. I got to wipe. I'm going to spray my hands over here real quick so I can wash them off. All right, so that one looks cool. Let me spritz those with alcohol.
Can you watch this live later?
Yeah, you can watch this live later. It'll always be on my channel. Always, always. Okay, so we've got Dusty Pink, Strawberry Cream. Those are both pinks. We've got Aqua Frost, which is a bluish color. Like a, I don't know, like a turquoise blue. Then you got Mint. That's a greenish color. Then Baby, like a pastel green. They're all pastel, obviously. This is called Pistachio.
Can you mix mica powders with alcohol inks?
Yeah, you can do that. Peach Smoothie. Lavender.
Well, say it on the thing so they know.
Yes, you can. Sorry, I was answering Don. Yes, you can mix alcohol inks and mica powders together. What did I like, you guys, I totally spring cleaned my room today. And now I can't find anything. But I tore apart my room and I put it all back together, reorganized. Well, Don definitely helped me.
That's why I got a headache.
That's why he's got a headache.
How
So
do you
let's
feather
do
the colors together.
I'll just take a little tool and run them up and down. That's all. You could take a heat gun if you want to, however you want. mica powders are really going to do it by themselves. Let's do, I don't know how good this is going to look because of the gold behind it. So I'm just going to drip some color. This is the baby blue. Let's do some lavender. We'll just do a little alcohol drip. Let's do, we don't want pink. Let's do the yellow, lemon pie.
Gave you $2.
Thank you, Tina. Appreciate you.
Barbara Valente gave you 20-something.
Let me see. Oh, that might look cool. I think I need to add some more. That's a cool little effect there. Might not be so bad with the gold in the back now. I'm going to put some more yellow in.
I like that one.
Oh, you like this one, huh?
That one she's doing. Oh, now she just ruined it.
What? I didn't ruin it. And then tomorrow, once we're done, you fill them all the way up with clear. I'll usually put crushed crystal in. You know how I am. Let's just move that around. Okay, let's do some other colors in this one just so you can see some colors. Pistachio. You can lay flowers in right now if you want to, but I don't want to keep you all day because I've already done that on an upcoming video for you. But definitely throw some flowers in there. Here's some blue. This is Aqua Frost. And let's do strawberry cream.
Are the pastels Michelle is using inks or pigments?
These are inks. These are not pigments, but they are heavy inks because they're probably using their white in there. All right, I think that's cool. That's good. For that, what do you think? You like? You don't like? Make changes? Don't make changes? If you have anything that you can think of to write on a bookmark, because I'll show you what I've already used. But there's got to be other things we can use.
How much resin does the tray mold you use on your Amazon Live? Huh?
What? Tray mold that I used?
How much resin does the tray mold you used on your Amazon Live?
I don't remember which tray you're talking about because they have several trays. If it's the one with the corners, well, they have two sizes too. I don't remember. You'd have to go back and watch that. Or it's listed on the actual mold itself. It can be, so.
84825 says they want us to keep them up all night.
Keep what up? Oh, keep you up all night? I don't think my dogs will appreciate that since they haven't eaten their dinner yet. I'm going to move these aside, and then I'm going to show you the ones that will be on an upcoming video. Like I said, make sure you go back and watch that if you want more ideas. And, yeah, let me get them. Here, let me take my gloves off for a few minutes because my hands are getting hot. And I'll show you what I did. So I did use these, which I love to use. These are their 12 colors of opalescent glitters. And I used them in some of these. So these are the 4 small thin ones. And this was one of the glitters in there, the opalescent. I don't know if you could see behind.
Quick question. Have you noticed if you use too much ink, if it's still wet when you demold?
If your ink is not mixed into your resin properly, yes, it will be wet. It could be wet because it's got pigment in there. So you definitely want to mix it in. But since I'm doing it on the top surface, I'm going to cover it with another layer. It will be inside the resin, so it won't be wet. This is, I think, the gold opal. I just put in because I had extra resin, so I put it into that one. And then this one is the grass green, lawn green, and I think I mixed it in with one of the other ones that were extra, so I don't know exactly, but you can obviously mix and match them as you want to. So there's that one. And then here's 2 that were just clear with the silver flake and then flowers. Then I added some butterflies, so I poured half, added my flowers, the mushroom, I added the glitter at the bottom, And then when it was cured, I put in the mushrooms, the butterflies, and then I poured a clear layer with crushed crystal in that one. And then here's another.
Denise Mills wants to know where she can get crushed crystal.
Crushed crystals.
Stuff you use at the end to touch up.
Crushed crystal. This crushed crystal that I use all the time is on Amazon. Unicorn Art. It's linked in my description box. Go under things used daily. And I'm not sure what the other product is you're talking about to touch up. Are you talking about my Resin Restore to touch up scuff marks? That's in the eBay store. That's this. That's in the eBay store. This one is just a few baby's breath in different colors. And then a couple butterflies. And of course the silver shards that I call them in clear. And then we've got several more. I did a lot of big ones here. Let me show you the glitter ones first. All right, I've got... So these are the ones I use my Cricut for. And it says just one more chapter. I thought that's a cute saying for a book lover. And this was, I think, a mixture of a couple of these glitters. I don't remember. There's so many that I used. But that was that one with a golden tassel. Here's the blue. I didn't plan on doing all these that day, but I mixed up too much resin, so I just started putting glitter in there. And then here's a green. So that's pretty. And this one, it was specially made for my moderator, for Barbara, because she's always helping me. So she always gets gifts from me.
Are you getting Heaven's Dust again?
I'm checking every day, guys. Heaven's Dust is still not in stock for me to purchase it. So I'm waiting just like you guys because I'm running low.
What's the difference between mica powders and pigment paste?
Well, mica powders are powders and pigment paste is liquid. They have a completely different reaction in your resin. The mica powders, as you can see, are reacting together. They blend, and the pigment paste kind of stays separated. Here's some others that I did. So clear, and then I put some crushed walnut here at the bottom. Which way is up? I think this way is up. Crushed walnut. And then I made it look like the flowers were growing out of the walnut. And then, of course, butterfly there. But they came out so pretty. And then
those butterfly stickers?
Yeah, these are little tiny stickers. They came with dried flowers. They came in a package of pressed flowers, sorry. So same thing, just a red theme, gold flake, some butterflies in there, and some baby's breath. So there's that one. Again, all of these will be made on a video. If you don't...
Can a Cricut be used with a phone instead of a computer?
I have no idea if a Cricut can be used. I guess if you can get the Cricut app, but that seems like it would be really hard to do. I don't know. I have a hard time. I use my PC and it's challenging sometimes. So this, I just used some gold glass flakes, and then same thing. Put my butterflies in, put my flowers in, and then top coated. I top coated everything with clear and crushed crystal. So I did a lot of clear ones, and this is the last one of the bookmarks that I did, and this has silver crushed glass. Which way is up? Oh, I think this way is up. And then, no, this way is up. Then the flowers, the butterfly, and the crushed crystal on the top. So those are all of the bookmarks that I did. A spring theme, of course, just different than these. So make sure you come back to see how we finish those up.
Those bookmark molds are from Let's Resin, right?
Everything I'm using is definitely from Let's Resin today. Yeah, I'm not using anything outside of them today. So since we're done with the bookmarks, I think it's time to do the bookmark giveaway. If you guys are new to the channel, this is how we do our giveaways. So Don is at the computer, and we are set on what chat? Live chat. And not top chat. So everybody's chat can be different. It also depends what browser you're using. So what we do is we ask that if you want to enter the giveaway, you have to have a U.S. address because they ship from Amazon U.S. You only get to win one thing per day. So if you win now, you can't enter later or you won't get the gift. Just all we want you to do is write the word prize in the comment section when I say go. Don's going to wait 15, 30, 45 seconds, whatever he decides. He's going to type in the word winner. The person above Don's comment and the person below Don's comment will be the winner of the bookmark molds for today. So we're going to give away 2 of those today. So if everybody's ready, hon, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, guys, go ahead and start typing prize in the comment section until Don decides he is ready to type in winner. In the meantime, I'm going to get my UV stuff out while we do that. And we will be making us some earrings and pendants, spring-themed butterflies.
All right. Oh. Oh.
I got my dual light. He's done?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can stop typing. Don's going to go back and take a picture so I could show you on the screen what our computer says. We go by our computer. Oh, that was fast, man.
It's
here.
Mr. Glitz wins 1. Okay, there you go.
All right. So these are the 2 winners. Denise Sanders is one of the winners, and Lisa Noyes is one of the winners. So Denise Sanders and Lisa Noyes, congratulations. I know Lisa. She was at the Christmas party. I'm pretty sure that's you. This is what you need to do. I recommend emailing straight to Let's Resin. You can always email me if you don't want to, but I can forward it for you. So help@letsresin.com or glitznglittermichelle@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, your address, today's date, and the prize you won, which is the bookmark mold set. So those 2, Denise Sanders and Lisa Noyes, congratulations! And they will ship it out immediately when they get back into the
Tell me I
office.
got the first one. They could stop typing.
Well, there's a delay, but you guys could stop typing the word prize. And we will give away 1 set of these later on this evening. So this is the UV resin project for the night. And I have made a few. I was playing around. I don't think I did it on video. This also comes with earrings in gold and silver. Jump rings in gold and silver. And it came with these cute little things. You can hang these and dangle them from the bottom of the earring. I did not use them because I didn't pour the right ones to do that. But those are really pretty. So we're going to use all this today. And we'll make a set of earrings. And we'll make a pendant, and I'll show you what I did too. So I pulled out several of the UV resins. I've got the pearlescent. You could always color your own if you don't have colored UV resin, but because time crunch and it's just easier and I have them, I'm going to be using, they have this kit of 12 UV resin colors. They have the colored pearlescent, which are pretty much my favorite ones ever. Then they've got the 18 set of dark colored UV resins. And I pulled out a whole bunch of different color combinations that I've already done, so we'll do them again because they looked pretty good. And then I also used some nail art pens in the end because these have a lot of grooves.
Good.
And I didn't know how else to do it. So I needed a really fine-tipped pen to do that. So I'm going to, I don't know, which ones should we make? Do you guys like long earrings or do you like shorter earrings? You could always use them as pendants too. Let's just do something like, I don't know. Which ones did I already do? Let me look at I did the short ones. Let's do the longer ones. Let's start with those. So I've already done some of these already. So let's do this. And I've got a couple different colors here. I need gloves on. Hang on a minute. I am allergic to UV resin. I do not want to touch this.
Sissy.
It's terrible when you're allergic to something like this. It's horrible to live with after the fact. Oh, I need to pop some bubbles really quick in my bookmarks over here. So I'll probably be cutting out some Cricut sayings for some of these. Or if you have already stickers that fit in them, you could do that too. Make it easy on yourself if you don't have a Cricut. So let's do the first color combination. Blue, pink, and purple. And these are the pearlescent ones. And all I did is really the same thing that I just did over there. Except I squeezed them into like drips like this. This is the pink. No, this is the purple, which kind of looks pinkish. And this is the pink. And then I'll do a little bit of blue, and then I just kind of blended them. Uh-oh, is this one stuck? There's some pink. And this is basically our background, because this is the back of the earring.
Can you do keys?
Keys? What do you mean? I don't understand the question. Can I do keys?
Rephrase that question.
Rephrase that question.
Keep in mind, Mr. Glitz is on the other line.
I'm going to push this down into those little sections right there. Let me grab a napkin. And I'm just going to do a couple of sets, and we're going to cure them all at the same time, since we can. I'm just going to kind of blend them together. Okay, that's one. Then let's do like monarch colors. Let's do that on here. So we're going to do some black around the edge. And then orange and yellow. And I'm just going to blend them like I did before. And again, we're going to be coloring over a lot of this, so it doesn't really make a difference that it looks kind of splotchy. But I know like butterflies are so popular with everybody. And then I'm just going to blend them. Try to keep the black on the edge. Pop your bubbles. See, this is why I don't use alcohol, because like my spray bottle is way too like spraying for that. So I just use a lighter and I just pop the bubbles real quick that way. Okay, that's those three. Let's do green, brown, and red. Let's do a green, and we'll cure them all at the same time.
Does Let's Resin have a food safe resin?
No, they don't have a food safe resin yet. I've been asking for a while. I mean, it takes time to develop things. So
Stormy Summer says you could attach those wings to some of your critters you make.
yeah, that is true. These almost look like camo colors. I'm just going to mix them. And let's do, well, let's just do that for now, and we'll do the other.
Michelle Hardy says, I know you said you add water to your alcohol to get it at 70% to clean the resin.
Yep.
But how much water do you add?
Oh, I just did what I did on my bottle here. I just like filled it to here, 70% of my bottle, and the rest I just filled with water. I didn't like do a measurement or anything. I just figured 70% of my bottle, 30% water. That's how I did mine. Nothing
Can you
accurate.
zoom your phone in just a little bit more or not?
No, I can't zoom on Streamlabs. It doesn't let me do anything. That's why I'm just kind of... That's why I do these on other videos, so I can zoom and get you all the details, all the curing. So I do these on normal videos, so you will see them as well.
Pam gave you $13.99.
Well, thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. These are more like pendants, so I'm going to do some of these. Which one is the question? We'll do, I have green, purple, and blue that might look pretty together. This is the lake green. That's really nice. And let's do the blue. And then the purple. And then, again, these are the backs of it. Let's do purple up in there. Make sure it gets into all these tiny little spots. The little tails and everything.
Can you get dried UV resin off your UV resin tray?
You can scrape it. Oh, look at that. It's curing. I forgot I'm right by the light.
What's your best cleaner?
Clean it. Oh, I don't clean. I mean, the tray I scrape with a knife. Don and I sell acrylic trays in my eBay store. Let's Resin sells glass trays in their store. So if you need a tray, you can get a new tray. But I just scrape mine with a knife and peel the resin right off of it. Let's see how these are doing. Those are good, but what I need to do is fill them. I'm going to put this one in. I want to fill them completely up with clear. You don't want to make the colors too thick because then it'll be harder, especially the pearlescent ones. It'll be harder to cure. Let me shut this light off for a minute because I don't want it to cure while I'm trying to pour these. So I just filled these completely up. I think I cured it in the bottle. Maybe not. And these, you do have some trimming to do because there's some really tight spots in here. Especially those long ones.
Are you happy with that light that you're using?
I love this light. I love both of their lights. The only lights I ever use. Other than a little tiny flashlight from their bonding kit. But love the light. I just want to get this up around. I'm going to go around all these edges. Get the bubbles out. Need to fill that in. I didn't get that down there. So it's going to be clear. Get it around those hole makers. Same with this one.
Like Me 62 says, I ordered from you and Let's Resin. Yours is better. It slides in very easy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we have different... I mean, I only have access to acrylic and we have an X tool to cut. So, that's why we offer those ones, because we can cut them. And Don did all the measuring and whatever on my light. And it works pretty good. All right, I think that's good. Let's finish curing this one. And then we will pop these in. Actually, I could put this on the bottom. I think. Hopefully. Maybe not. I better do it this way. Because it doesn't have the tray. And we can cure it from the bottom and the top at the same time. Let me see if this one's... That one's pretty good.
Trump says, you truly are a pleasure to watch. I love watching what you do and the most beautiful things you make. I've been watching you for a while and I'll be at the next Christmas party.
Oh, thank you, Trump. Can't wait to meet you in person.
We're having another Christmas party?
Yes, we're having another Christmas party.
Yeah, that's what you said last time.
Tickets go on sale in August. So start saving now. It's December 6th in Venice, Florida.
Why do you dilute the 99% alcohol?
Oh, I only dilute it for cleaning purposes. I don't use the diluted alcohol for anything except cleaning my tools, cleaning my counters, cleaning my silicone cups, all that. That's the only reason I use the 70%. Otherwise, 99 across the board. Everything else, 99%. No doubt. Let me move these. What time is it? I don't want to keep you guys too late.
It's 7:10.
Okay, we're doing all right. We're doing okay. Let's see.
What's the discount, hon?
The discount is 10% with my code on Amazon US. Let me see how these are doing. They look pretty cured. Let's see if we could pop them out.
Are tickets for the Christmas party for sale already?
No, the tickets are not for sale until August.
Oh, the flight. Never mind. My bad.
There's one. And I usually take them out and I'll put them in just because I'm overcautious about everything. There's the other. And then we're going to take our pens and finish them off real pretty.
Does Let's Resin make the finest tip pen available?
They,
or is it someone else?
no, this one you can get on Amazon. They don't make them. They do have their acrylic markers, but they're not fine tipped as you would need for this particular mold. There's that one.
What's a nail pen?
Nail pen? It's for nail art.
Oh,
Nail art is very fine work, so I'll show you the ones that I have. I didn't, but I know they came off Amazon. I didn't purchase them. They were a gift, but I did find the link. I can link them later. I forgot to link them for right now, but I will put them later. Or there's that one that you don't want to see on a black hand. So I'm just going to put them under the light like that for just a minute. Get them completely cured. Really can't work with gloves on. I really want them cured perfectly before I do. I'll show you the nail art pens while we're waiting. So these are mine. It just says nail art marker, and they're really, really fine tipped. They work pretty well. Some of them leak more than others, but I use them a lot. So while those are curing, I could show you the ones that I've already done. Let me get my gloves off. So this is one of the pendants that I already did. Here was the back side that we did, and then the front side. So I used the yellow and red markers. These are the ones I used, and then I added a couple rhinestones. And then here's this one. I just put a pinch bail on it. I colored it in with silver and then put a couple rhinestones on the body. So those are those. And then I did 2 sets of earrings.
Are you going to link that mold in your description box?
The molds are already linked. The resin's linked. I forgot to link the UV resins. I will go back as soon as I shut you guys off and relink a couple of the things. I'll relink the markers and the UV resins if you want the colored. I think I did the micas, the alcohol inks, the resin, the bubble remover, the lights. I don't know. I will make sure everything's in there. But here's the 2 sets of earrings that I made. So this was the monarch colors, and then I just used the orange, the yellow, and the white, and then put some stones on. And this was blue and purple with some silver. So that's what I did to finish mine off. And then we'll make at least 1 set before you guys head out of here, just so you could see, in case you've never put earrings together. It's pretty simple. Trying not to touch this. So here, yep, they're good. I'll need to I can't trim these right now. I can use my knife. I cannot sand them without gloves. But if you want to sand them, make sure you go at an angle. I shouldn't.
You dome them?
I did the backs, yes. I did the backs. I put half in, filled them with clear, and then I did the backs. But if you dome this side, I did the top after I colored it in, yes. But you don't have to.
Can you link the pinch bails you use? I like the size.
Hun, can you make a list real quick?
Huh?
Can you write this down for me? I'm gonna give Don a list while I'm doing this. I'm gonna tell you a few things that I need to link. Pinch bails.
Yeah.
Nail art pens. UV resin.
Hang on, I'm a guy.
These are not
UV resin?
Yeah, UV resin. Colored UV resin. And the UV light. So like I said, I cannot sand these without gloves on. Otherwise, I would take a nail file and just sand the edges down. I shouldn't have taken them off yet, but I did. How much are the
tickets for the Christmas party?
I don't have a cost for the tickets, but it'll be similar to last year. If the prices of the food went up, unfortunately, it could go up about $5. So I don't know that yet until we have the contract signed with the venue.
Do you know how much resin the 3 compartment pen holders hold?
3 compartment. The pen organizers hold 10 ounces. 10 ounces. I mean, make sure you trim. I can trim without gloves on because that's not, but once I get that dust is way worse than resin on my hands. I don't know about anybody else, but the dust is horrendous. So I'm not going to file them until another day. Okay, So what I did,
Are the codes good on Amazon or just Let's Resin?
the codes are only good on Amazon. Nobody's codes are good on Let's Resin site. You have to use codes on Amazon. So let me move this. Let me get it out of the way. Let me put this up here. And let's do the Monarch ones. We'll just finish this one completely. I'll do the rest off camera. And they are indented, so you don't have to worry about like coming up with your own design. I'm literally just staying in the lines. So we're going to do some orange, yellow, and white for the Monarch. You could also do black. I think those are the colors. They have little tiny dots. That's why I use these pens. Actually, that dot is a little too small for this pen. And then if you get it outside the line like I just did, all I did was take a Q-tip with alcohol on it, another use for alcohol. And I just wiped it across the top to get it off.
What was the location and the last year's cost of the party?
This is turning into a party thing. It's always going to be in Venice, Florida, unless I move. And last year's cost was $103.50 per person. And
unless you want to dance with Mr. Glitz, then it's $110.
Yeah, I gotta do that again. And that included everything: your meals, your gifts, the DJ, the photo booth. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. I think most people that went last year are planning on coming back this year. But we are going to be selling more tickets than we did last year. Let's do yellow. Whoops! Right out of my hands. I'll just do one of these because you guys get the gist of it. This takes time and I don't want to keep you here forever.
Lisa Noyes says the party's worth every penny.
Yep, I knew you were there, actually. I know exactly who you are. Exactly who you are.
Donna Carson says she'll be attending again.
Radonna was there last year, yep. This one, I think, is brown or black. Oh, my black one is actually over here because I use it all the time. I think it's over here. It should be over here. Right here. I'm just going to do a couple of black dots.
Somebody from Australia wants to come to the Christmas party.
That'd be cool. I know a few from the UK are planning on it.
Leanne Wynn.
That would be so cool. But I would
tell her bring me a baby kangaroo.
Stay a lot longer than just for the weekend if you're coming that far, that's for sure. We'll probably do, I don't know how this video got turned into the Christmas party discussion, but last year we had a Christmas dinner, a pre-party dinner, a couple days before if you were in town. So that's something else we can do again this year if you wanted to.
Katie Finken wants to know if the Christmas party, if I dance with him, if it's going to cost $500.
He was free last year. I think he danced with every single person in that room that allowed him to. It was pretty funny. You have to watch the video. The video is out there if you want to see it. We're going to change things up a little bit next year. Thank you, Tina. I'm just going over this a second time just to give it a little bit better coat. And the yellow a little bit. My little black pen does not fit in those tiny little holes. So you can go over them with like rhinestones or something if your pen doesn't fit. But I just wanted to do that so I could show you how to put it together. I'm just going to do the one because it's getting... I don't want to keep you forever. It's longer than a normal video. Let's see. So take a jump ring and one of your earring hooks. I'll give you a little trick that I learned a long time ago. I used to do beaded jewelry a long time ago. If you don't want to put two jump rings on and you're new to this and you didn't know this, take your little hook here at the bottom, turn it halfway. If you turn it halfway so it's facing the opposite way, you don't need a second jump ring to do what you need to do to get your earring to go on the right way. I hope that makes sense. It'll make sense if you know it, if you're a jewelry maker. So take your jump ring, open it from front to back, not from side to side. Oh, look at that. I need to open that up because my UV resin went too deep.
It's 7:20. When are you going to do a...
I'm going to do it after I'm finished with this,
Okay.
and then we'll be all done. So,
all done?
Yeah.
It's only been an hour and 20 minutes.
I'm on my channel. I don't have to... I mean, when I'm done, I'm done. What do you want me to do?
We need to go like 4 hours.
Oh, 4 hours. Then, see, this is what I mean. If you don't turn it this way, then you need another jump ring to have your hook facing backwards. So that's why I turn it that way. And then just... It's fiddly work. I'm not big on fiddly work. It's probably why I don't do beaded jewelry anymore. And then just close it back together.
Okay.
And there is your see, I bent that when I was messing around. There is your hook going the proper way with only one jump ring on it. And then what you could do is just top coat that if you want to. You don't have to. You could top coat it. I top coat these with UV resin and cured it again just to seal it all in. And then I added some rhinestones. But I'm not going to do that today because I want to be able to color them all in, do it all at one time. And plus I'll have to take all that apart to do it. So these little tiny ones on this particular mold are too small for that little pen. But you could put little stones in there if you want to. You don't even have to color it in. If you're happy with the colors that you have, then you could just leave it the way you want. But see, I like this one. I would color this one in. This would be a pennant with silver probably. Oh,
Jennifer wants to know, can you plan a shark tooth hunt beach walk for Saturday before the party?
Oh gosh, not me particularly because I have so much to do. But I happen to have connections with Brent, my neighbor, who does that. And
he goes diving though. He doesn't walk the beach.
Well, actually, yeah, he won't probably walk the beach, but yeah, I can't do that before a party. There's no way. I could tell you where to go. I don't know if Beth is watching, but Beth was here on my channel a few days ago, Beth and Paul. They are from, I think, Michigan. She was here for a couple weeks, and they found a whole bunch of shark's teeth while they were here. So she knows which beaches to go. I'm not a shark tooth hunter, you guys. I can only tell you what I'm told. I was given all the shark's teeth that I have from friends and neighbors that have found them. I just don't have time to do that. See, I'm just going to color this in.
Our Mamo says she likes all the... Oh, man.
I'll go back.
All the earrings you've made tonight.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to go back. I rewatch these things so I could see the comments and everything. So don't feel like I'm not going to see anything because I'm not watching them. I do go back and rewatch everything. See what you guys want to see, what you don't want to see. If you have any suggestions, put them in the comments. When I do Let's Resin videos, it's got to be Let's Resin Molds. So if you have a favorite Let's Resin mold, then put it in the comments. If maybe I can get them to authorize that for the upcoming lives. So before I let you go, I have 2 upcoming lives. One is this coming Saturday. That is sponsored by Rolio. So make sure you come in for that one. There's going to be a lot of bundle deals for that one. And then the first Saturday of every month, no matter what month, first Saturday is the Let's Resin Amazon Live. So those are the ones where you can tell me which of the molds that you like to see me do, and I can ask them if they have enough stock. They have to have enough stock for me to do it, because if they don't have any stock, then all you guys are going to be upset when you go to buy it and it's not there. So we do have to check stock before we
Barbara Parsons
pick
says,
molds.
Awesome job tonight. Love watching everything you make.
Thank you so much. I think that's it. Basically, the only thing I didn't do was top coat it, which is simple enough to do. I recommend using the high viscosity UV resin, this one here, because it's nice and thick and it won't go over your sides when you're doing it. But because I want to make final touches, I'm not going to do that today. Again, I don't want to keep you forever. I'm going to finish those on a video upcoming. If you want to see the final pictures prior to the video, then you have to be a member to do that because those will get put on members only. Are you guys ready for the last and final giveaway? It's only going to be the one set of the butterfly molds, but it's better than nothing. And are you ready, hun, to start counting? Let me put some things away. Then we will flip you guys around so I can say goodbye. Are you guys ready? So if you want, start typing prize in the comment section. And the person who is below Don's comment is going to be the winner of the butterfly mold. Da-na-na-na-na. Am I going to get copyrighted for singing the Jeopardy song?
Got it.
You got it. Okay, you can stop typing. Let me wait for his screenshot.
Got it.
That was fast. He's on the ball today.
I got a headache. I want to go to bed.
Spencer Mullins, you're the winner. He was at the Christmas party. Him and his granddaughter. We had a great time.
Was she the little one that danced with us?
Harley was so fun. She was dancing with us all night. Spencer, congratulations. Let me get, what did I do with my hair? Help at letsresin.com. glitznglittermichelle@gmail.com. Send me your name, your address, today's date, and the prize you won. And it looks like you're going to be making Harley some butterflies because that's what you won. Let me flip around the screen, you guys. And I will say goodbye. Don will probably pop his head in.
All right, I'm going over, pop my head in.
I hope you had fun tonight. I hope you inspired to do some of these springtime colors and things. If you do, share them on my Facebook group so we can see what your ideas are on the bookmarks. That would be cool. You're welcome, Spencer. I'm so glad you won. Hi, Bobby Joe. Hi, Jean Cooper and Deborah and Wendy. Yeah, you could stop typing prize. We already gave it away, but there is a delay. And some people have rewound it, so they're going to catch up. So I hope everybody had a good time. Are you going to say anything, or are you just going to stand here looking like looking like a headache?
I have a headache. I'm not a headache. I mean, I got a headache.
Thank you, Tina. I'm trying to read some of your comments. Thank you, Jean and Cindy. Thank you, guys. Well, I guess I'm just going to cut you off.
Look how fast that goes.
I know, it goes so fast, I can't see everything.
Hey, did you hear the good news?
I probably didn't.
Somebody sent my song to Nashville.
Oh, well, we'll see what happens. He was supposed to call Bobby Joe, and he never called her.
I mentioned her on there.
Oh, okay.
I had a headache today. I didn't want to talk too much.
All right, guys. I'm going to say goodbye. Go feed my dogs. I will see you back here tomorrow at 6 p.m., but you could always watch this replay anytime you want to. So thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you have a blessed day.
Be there or be square.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, gosh. Here we go.